Okay, this is Math 2, semester final review number 19. First semester final review number 19. All right, the coordinates of the vertices of a triangle are 0, 0 for R. T is 2M, 2N. S is 0, 2N. Find E, the midpoint of RS, and F, the midpoint of RT. Then justify the two lines are parallel. Okay, is everybody ready? Here's what you do. You do the same thing you would do up here to find the midpoint. Now, if you remember when I've done it with you guys in the past, I've always asked you guys, let me show you here, to label your points. D, E, find the midpoint. I'm sorry, this is to find the slope. The work would have been up here. We would have labeled AC, found the midpoint. We would have labeled CB and found the midpoint. We would have all that work in this workspace. You're going to do the same thing here. E is the midpoint of RS. So start with R and with S. Start with R and with S. What is R? It's labeled to you up here as well as in your diagram, in your picture. What is R? 0, 0. What is S? 0, 2N. And they're asking us to label the midpoint E. Now, it's up in your formula section. What is the midpoint formula? What do you do with the X values? Good. So 0 plus 0 divided by 2. And then what do we do with the Y values? Do we do the same thing? Add them together? 0 plus 2, 9 divided by 2. What's 0 plus 0? Over 2. What's 0 plus 2n? Please turn around and stop the talking. 0 plus 2n is what? 2n divided by 2. All right, this is still E. Final step, what's 0 divided by 2? Yes, you can't divide 2 divided by 0. It's up there on the green poster. But 0 divided by 2 is 0. What reduces here? And you're left with 0, comma, n. And is that what we labeled E over here, 0, comma, n? All right, now if you remember, we did the rest of the work here, but this time we're going to find F, which is the midpoint of what two points? R and T. What is R? R is what? And what is T? 2M, 2N. And we're going to call this midpoint F. We add the X's together. 0 plus 2m divided by 2. 0 plus 2n divided by 2. What's 0 plus 2m? 2m divided by 2. What's 0 plus 2n? 2n divided by 2. And then we reduce, so I'm left with what? 1m, which is m, and then comma n. And is that what I have here for F? 1m and 1n. Yeah. All right, before I move any further, any questions on my midpoint formula, on how I use the midpoint formula to find E and F? No questions? No. Now it wants us to prove that these two lines are parallel. Show that ST is parallel to EF. And it's up here in this section. What do we use to show that two lines are parallel? Slope formula. If two lines are parallel, what's going to happen with the slopes of the two lines? I'll repeat the question. If two lines are parallel, the slopes will come out to be what? The same. The same. Okay, so let's do this. It says ST and EF. So I label S and T, and I'm going to find the slope. What is S?
0, 2n.
And what is T?
2n, 2n.
and I'm going to find the slope. I'm going to use m for slope, a shorthand m. Y2 minus y1, so 2n, that's this 2n, take away what? 2n? Over 2m, take away what? 0. That leaves me with what in the numerator? 2, be careful, 2n, take away 2n is 0, 2m minus 0 is, and we talked about this one earlier, what's 0 divided by 2m? 0. So the slope of ST is 0. All right, I'm going to do it again, but this time instead of S and T, what am I going to use? E and F. E and F. And E and F we just found over here. E was 0, N, it's right there. And F was MN. And then we do our subtraction. So what do we have? M for slope, y minus y is going to be what minus what?
N minus N.
Thank you. N minus N over what minus what?
M minus 0.
Good job. And N take away N is 1 or 0?
0.
And M take away 0 is, and 0 over M is
0.
0. Did the slopes come out to be the same? Did we just prove the two lines are parallel?
Yeah.
Questions on that one? A lot of work, but need to know. We're good? Did I go over this one with you guys yesterday? Yeah, we did. I remember talking about rotation.